Where's my money? So you run a business, you're selling stuff, you've even had a good few months, you're working hard, but somehow your bank account is still empty. You're thinking, hold up, didn't I make money? Why do I feel so broke? I've got news for you. You're not crazy. This actually happens a lot, especially to those owners of smaller, medium-sized companies. What I want to share with you today is not just why your business can make money but still sort of feeling like you've got nothing to show for it. What you're going to learn in this video is the difference between profit and actual cash. What might be draining your account without you noticing it, and then 4 simple things that you can fix to stop you feeling so broke all the time and show you that you really do have cash around. Let me take you through a quick case study. I want to tell you about a shop I visited quite some time back now. It was a big place, a big shop, in a very prominent position in the center of the city. It sold everything from kitchenware to hardware. It's a great location, loyal customers, hardworking owner. Sounds familiar, I'm sure. Now, this guy, the owner, calls me in and said, look, something like, we work hard, people buy, but there's never anything left for us at the end of the month. So I went there. I didn't just meet him. I went to the shop, the site, the premises to find out what was going on. Now, the shop was great. It looked clean. It was full. It was easy to walk through, well spaced out. And I stopped at one random shelf and I asked, how many of these units do you sell a month? And he said, I think the answer was about 5. He said, that's cool. But why were there 12 such items sitting on the shelf? And then he said, but I'm about to order more. And there's it, right there in front of him. That's how businesses get stuck. Too much stuff on the shelves, not enough cash in the bank. His profits were on the shelves, but not in the bank. And this happens all the time. Another example, very similar, you might say, a cosmetic shop. We help. The stock was just sitting there for over a year. So we ran a special holiday sale, suggested to customers that if they spend $100, over $100, then they can get that particular perfume that was stuck on the shelves. They could get it for 40% off. Boom, on the spot, total success. The lesson is that money is often there, but maybe it's dead stock. You just have to know where to look and how to get rid of it and how to bring the money into your bank account. So here are 4 things that I want you to break down for you so that you keep your eye out on how you can get that money coming in. Point number 1 is remember that profit is not the same as cash. You may be profitable, at least on paper, according to your accountant, but you still have no money. Why? Because cash comes in and out at different times. Sales today does not mean cash today, if only because of credit cards. And when those actual sales come into your bank account, track your bank balance, not just your sales sheet. Item number 2. Well, we've already discussed it. Too much stuff, but no money in the bank. Buying that extra stock when you don't really need it. You've got to control your supplies, your supply chain. Item number 3, late payments from customers. You did the work, but now you're waiting. Is it 30 days, 45 days, 60 days to get paid? Have you allowed for that? Have you made sure that your customer knows exactly when they need to pay and do so on time? Meanwhile, of course, you've got the bills mounting out that you have to pay usually by yesterday. So either shorten your payment terms to your customer or save cash in advance so that you've got enough to cover that gap period in the future. And the final point I want to mention is don't forget about the tax issue. Now, a classic case is VAT, value-added tax. Value-added tax typically in many countries has to be paid on the 15th of the month. And I will never forget the awful feeling I had. I asked a client, I said, how are you doing? He said, well, I was doing great over the past month until last week. I said, what happened last week? Our accountant told us we had a massive VAT bill to pay.
Now, what was wrong was that my client had completely forgotten that every 2 months they have to pay VAT. VAT is nothing to do with profit and loss. VAT is purely a cash flow item. It's all about your cash flow. So if you've ever asked yourself, where did the money go? You're not alone. Many business owners don't get taught this stuff. They don't get taught that profit and cash are two different things. But once you see it, you can start doing these things differently. And that's where we come in at the 172 group. We now drop new videos every Monday and Wednesday with tips, stories, and tools to help you stop the stress and actually enjoy running your business. So if you like what I've had to say and find it interesting and useful, maybe hit the subscribe button, ring the bell, and share this video with someone else who's wondering why their profits keep disappearing. And if you want help figuring out this stuff, we're here, just reach out. Catch you next time.